and people used to giggle and...
Right. Do you still...
in the shop?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Good God.
Do you still feel reluctant to go shopping? Or did you get... At what point did you get over that?
Yes, I think I don't really enjoy shopping for clothes. I love shopping for everything else except clothes.
But it leads us lovely to your documentary, which we mentioned just before we went into that film. So it's all about obesity. It's a two-parter starting on
Obesity!
Monday.
Don't be afraid of it. I noticed when you introduced it before, you lowered your voice.
Did I?
Yes, this is a documentary about obesity.
Well, it's, you know, it's funny, isn't it? Because it affects many... Well, I don't know if it's embarrassing, but it affects a lot, probably every single family. There's people in every single family that have obesity within it.
Well, I like
and
just
therefore...
fat. I like to be called fat.
Right.
I mean, I don't like to be called fat, I just am.
It's called Miriam's Big Fat Adventure, isn't it?
It is.
That's what it's called.
Yes.
So what drew you then to making this two-parter? I mean, what was your sort of aim and what did you want to get
Well,
out of it?
principally the money, I think.
Yes.
I mean,
well, that's always the draw, isn't it?
Right, good.
That
Are
was
you happy with that? You're
big
happy with that in the
draw,
end? Yeah.
I wanted to do something that was truthful, that was about something I really knew about.
Yeah.
And I know about being fat because I've been fat all my life. So I thought it would be interesting to talk to people who are also fat and find out how they deal with it, why we are fat, why it's such a taboo, and why people are so nasty to fat people.
Yeah.
That's the thing I really feel cross about.
Yeah. And a third of British people are obese. You know, so did you find out, you know, what's the broader reason? Fat. Are we going with fat? Are we going with fat?
I don't like obesity. I use the word because it is the correct word, but I find it... I just have to...
jazzed, does
yes,
it?
I just have to jump over it a bit.
Yeah. I suppose that's what they say in the doctors and things, isn't it? That's what, you know, the medical term is. But, OK.
And did you then go on to explore? Because, I mean, there's an enormous cost to it as well, to the NHS and what have you. So did you look into that? And what did you kind of conclude from your investigation or your conversation on that?
Well, conclusions are much harder because it's different with every person. It's not something you can blanket explain. We all have different reasons for being fat and different ways of conquering it.
Yeah.
I think it's much more complicated than I thought. That's one of the things I learned.
Right.
And I think it starts up here in your head. It's not in your tummy, it's in your head. And some people are going to be fat, whatever they do. And it's a societal problem, not and a personal problem. It is a problem for me, and I've learnt to deal with it and be cheerful. But for some people, it is a crippling disability.
And you met all sorts of people, as you said, and in different situations. You met an ex-soldier who was running a boot camp. Now, how was that? I mean, is it something you'd be rushing back to go and do?
I don't think I could go to a boot camp.
They're hardcore, aren't they?
Very hardcore. But for certain people, it was exactly the solution. It was the remedy. For certain people, not for me. I'm not going to run for 3 miles. I just couldn't do that. But it helped, the discipline and the Spartanness of it helped concentrate people.
You say you loved Will, you really liked spending time with him.
Yes, I did. You know, one of the things that's amazing about when you're overweight with all the other overweight people, that they can talk, they can open up, they don't close up. Because being fat makes you feel so vulnerable that you have to put a wall between you and other people. But he just opened out. He was so open. And
he's at a very different chapter in his life, in where you are now. Do you wish that maybe you would have done things differently if you were maybe at the point of life that he is now?
Yes, I do. I think it's absolutely ridiculous to be 78 and fat.
Do you?
I do. I think I was very stupid. But now I've got there, I am 78, I'm still alive, and I have got health problems as a result. But I'm battling on, and I'm not hating myself. I hated myself for a long time. And now I rather love myself, actually.
Do you really?
Yeah,
well, that's a wonderful thing to
it's brilliant that you've come out of it feeling like that.
And really honest to have recognised exactly that, as you say then. So if people are watching this and they have a chance, maybe they need to take
I hope
action.
they take it. I hope they take it. The thing is, it doesn't really matter what you look like. It's what's healthy.
Yeah.
And if you can try to be healthy, that is the great thing.
Yeah.
Especially these days when, you know, health... Well, I don't know how long we're going to have a National Health Service, do I? Coming from the political spectrum that I come from.
Yeah. Well, we've run out of time on that now, Miriam, so we can't crack on.
Aren't you lucky?
We are so lucky.
If you would like to see Miriam's 2 documentaries, the first one, Miriam's Big Fat Adventure, starts at Monday at 9 o'clock on BBC Two. A pair of documentaries. There you are.
Now, very shortly, we'll be finding out how a dentist who lives in landlocked Leicester became British Underwater Photographer of the Year.
But first, we're off.